What's up, everybody? It's Christian Julian Chibalu, and I'm back with another video. So, as you can see, I'm so happy, y'all. This camera I thought was broken wasn't broken. I just had a setting wrong on it. So, we're back on the GoPro. And in today's video, you probably see it from the title. Well, you see it from the title if you happen to be able to read. No shade at all. Anyways, I'm gonna be explaining some ways that, as a trans person, hello, I'm trans, how you can have better intercourse, how you can have better sex with your partner that does not require a prosthetic. Now, I'm just gonna preface: if you know me and you don't want to know about this, like if you're family and you probably shouldn't be watching this, click off now because I'm gonna be talking about my intimate life, and that's probably just not the best. But then again, if you want to watch, you're gonna watch it. But just know that I know that you're watching. Yeah. But anyways, so a prosthetic is essentially it's different from a dildo. It is literally a extension of self that, like for instance, you can get a dildo for like I don't know $50. Like back in the day when I was just a lesbian, I used to get dildos. I didn't know any better. And then I started doing research. I was like, oh, they actually make prosthetics for trans men. Prosthetics and dildos are not the same. Don't get it twisted. I know some people don't care, but I personally care because a prosthetic is different than a dildo. Usually has, at least for me, mine all my prosthetics have pleasure pockets where you put your bottom growth. Because if you're on T, something called bottom growth happens where your natural anatomy, I have female anatomy. My natural anatomy grows and expands and resembles a penis. So you can put that tiny. It's like a mini penis. So you can put it into the pleasure pocket of the prosthetic. Dildos don't have that. Also, prosthetics are super ultra realistic. At least the ones I get, they're like $700, like $1,000 sometimes, and they're there's really an extension of self. So this video is going to be talking about what you can do if you don't want to use that, because I feel like sometimes getting the prosthetic and, like, say me and my partner, me and my girlfriend are getting intimate, it's getting hot, whatever, and we want to have sex. Okay, boom. Sometimes having to get up out of the bed or get up out of wherever we are and go put a prosthetic on can take my mind out of the moment and actually cause me dysphoria instead of alleviating it. So I forgot when it was, but I think I was just reading Reddit posts and I was seeing that other trans men were having success just using their bottom growth for sex, and I was like, I want to try that. I will say though, you need it to be at least a good length. I think, I don't know. I've only tried it with what I have, so I wouldn't know for anyone else. But I've been on T for since it's been like 8 years, almost 8 years at this point. So I have as much bottom growth as I think I'd ever get. So with my anatomy, I can pretty much do what I'm going to tell you. So I read on Reddit, basically, one guy was talking about how he was able to, like, just different positions that he was able to do to, like, just feel okay. Let me also preface, this will work with people with vaginas. I haven't done this with people without. I haven't done this with people that don't have a vagina. My girlfriend has a vagina. That's the only person I've done this with. So I'm trying to break this down. Let me just. So this is talking specifically if your partner has a vagina, a vagina. So essentially, what works for me, right, is I'm just gonna get into it. What works for me is, like, when we're laying down. I'm laying down. I'm on my back, like literally just sitting, and she's basically riding me. She'll sit on me, right, and she'll literally, like, if I'm hard, or I don't even have to be hard. My dick kind of just sticks out now because of my bottom growth. Like, it's not huge. Like, it's not a freaking 8 inch. You know what I mean? But it's like probably from, like, what should I see? Probably from like here all the way here. So it's like this much length, and then it's like thick, like dick. So it's enough to, like, feel something. So she'll sit on me and kind of rub the opening of her vagina onto my dick and, like, just go back and forth and, like, just feel that. And then I I had an amazing experience with her one time because, like, sometimes when I do that, I'm like, damn, like, does she even feel anything? Because I'm like, my dick is not, like, huge in that regard, like, compared to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like as big as my prosthetics. So I'm like, does she even feel anything? Like, is this even good? And she'll always reassure me, like, I feel it, right? Like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, yeah. But, like, in my head, I'm just like, I'm not giving you enough. But I've had to, like, kind of work through that and be like, dude, she likes it. Like, she clearly is exhibiting signs that she likes it. But what really gets me is that, like, she'll do that and then, like, get wet. So I'm like, she has to like it if she sits on me. I feel her and she starts getting wet. So it's like, you feel me? Like they're like that's the indicator. So for us, that's been working. We also did another position where I think like she was on her like back side ish, and I'll kind of like not scissoring. I don't want to call it scissoring because it's really not that. But like pretend these are like her legs, and like obviously these are my legs. It's kind of like it kind of is like a scissor, but not like on some lesbian shit. But then honestly, if it was on some lesbian shit, I don't really even care because I'm gay as fuck. So either way, gay, lesbian, whatever the fuck, I'm with it all. So essentially, like you just gotta find what works. Like it's kind of like her legs would be like sometimes she might be on her side a little bit, and I'll kind of just like insert myself and like at the opening of her vagina and kind of just like thrust, which feels amazing. Something just about like I just love that my body can touch her body, and I've also been like realizing that sex does not have to be like what we've been taught, right? Like it doesn't. I mean, obviously I'm getting bottom surgery, so like that's just what I want. But I realize like valid sex is not only penetration with like a cis man's penis and a cis woman's vagina. Like that's not the only sex because me and my girlfriend can do stuff and like it feels good, but something in my mind is telling me like, no, that's not right. And I think it's just like the pressure of trying to conform to what I've been told is like proper sex, which is like cis man, cis woman. I'm like, we're not that. Like we're not doing that. So it's like, this is valid, but I'm like, I feel good. She's clearly feeling good. So it's like you really do have to work through a lot of like mental things, right? To just allow yourself to enjoy the sex because it is sex. Again, we're both releasing things, we're both exhibiting, making noises. We both like it. So I just wanted to make this to give like inspiration to people that don't feel like they can do something with what they have. Because again, what I was trying to say earlier is that feeling your partner on you just skin to skin is just like so that is intimacy at its peak. Like sometimes I don't want a barrier between us, whether that's my harness or XYZ. Like I just want pure skin to skin, and that does so much for the soul and myself that like it's indescribable. Like I literally had to make a video about it because like it was the last time, I'm not gonna lie, we were on vacation in Hawaii, and it was just amazing. I was like, yeah, like we've done it, and I'm every time I'm just like it's just so fulfilling. And yeah, I'm clearly again getting bottom surgery because I do really just cherish that skin to skin connection, and I do have gender dysphoria to the point where like I do want to connect in a deeper level, literally deeper. I want more dick to be able to go deeper in her, but in this state right now I appreciate what I can do with my body and hers. So it's very interesting as well to like want bottom surgery but then not want to conform to like society. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh well, you don't need a penis to have sex, but here I am wanting a whole like 6 inch penis. So I'm like, but that's just what I want though. But I think what I'm conflicted with is the fact that like I know that there's other forms of having sex, but I'm just doing what's best for me. Because again, some of y'all that are watching this might not ever want bottom surgery. So like that form of sex is you are content with that. You know what I mean? Like I'm content with it too, but I just want more. Which is I've said this multiple times. That's really the reason why I want bottom surgery because I have sex in this way without the prosthetic. I have sex with the prosthetic, and I just want more. Um, Not even in like a greedy way, but just like I want to connect deeper because I do like deeper penetration and it just feels good. I like that like the feeling that it produces for me. I like that. But I don't want to have to wear a harness or have to get up, whatever. I would like to just, be intimate with my partner, be making out, kissing, whatever, touching on each other, cuddling, and just be able to insert that way. So yeah, it's very tricky. Don't think that I'm like a sellout in that sense. Like, oh, he's getting bottom surgery. He just is conforming. Like, no, y'all, it's not even that. I just have dysphoria and I have the option to pursue bottom surgery. So like, I'm gonna do it, but it's not any of the other factors of like, oh, I think that you need a penis to be a real man, or like, it's not that. I'm just doing what feels right for me. So yeah, honestly, those are like the biggest tips I have. And also, I want to mention too, like, I do get head like oral sex. Um, and that is like really fulfilling for me. I don't really have any complaints there. I think it's because in that capacity, oh, this is so real, but I'm real. I'm real. I said it in my last video, but essentially, what I crave is when I have any type of touchy feeling with my partner, I want to be fully inserted I'm saying her because that's my girlfriend. I'm gonna marry her, whatever. Her. I want to be fully inserted in her. So I'm gonna be descriptive. Sorry, babe. Her. I'm talking about you. So like, if I'm getting head, right? I think I don't have any complaints with head because I can put my entire anatomy in her mouth. So I'm like completely embraced. And I love that. I love head, by the way. Like, head is my go. I love head. Because, not just because, like, oh, I'm a guy, I love head. Like, no. It's genuinely because I'm embraced fully. She could put my entire dick in her mouth and suck it. And, and I also want to preface, I've noticed just now getting more familiar with her lower region, it feels very similar, like the inside of a mouth and the inside of, or like the opening slash inside bit of the vagina, very similar. So I think my disconnect now is like when I do use my bottom growth to like penetrate her and like we'll basically grind on each other. Like she'll literally just like go up and down on my dick, like sliding back and forth. She's getting wet. It feels amazing. It's just wet. The sounds are, it's mac and cheese. It's amazing. But I crave deepness, right? So like the same way that I can fully be embraced from getting head, I want to fully be embraced by her lower region. I think maybe that's why I'm craving bottom surgery. It's less about being I want to be a man. I want to be seen as like a cis man. It's not so much that. I just really love how it feels to be fully embraced. There we go. I love how that sounded coming out of my mouth. No pun intended. But I just want to be fully embraced, and my bottom growth, I can't put it completely inside of her down there. So I think that's the disconnect where I'm like, I want to be able to do that. So yeah, it's less about wanting to be a cis man, more so just about wanting to be fully embraced because I am fully embraced now. Again, like I said, with head, head is so good. I made a video on this before. I forgot what I titled it, but if you just look up "getting head" Christian Julian J Blue, it'll come up. Um, but yeah, so sex is real. I mean, I like talking about it. A lot of people will be like, "Oh my god, I'm so shy. I don't want to talk about this." But I don't give a fuck. This is educational. I've learned the most from other YouTubers, other trans people, from them coming on platforms and just talking, like just airing out all the things that people are too scared to talk about X, Y, and Z. So like, if this can help someone, let's do it. And I also want to preface: you do need a partner that is patient and like loves you, like kind of a little too much, so you don't get dysphoric. Because like my girlfriend, she will like just do the damn thing and make me not feel crazy about it. Like even though like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'll be like, oh, do you feel like I'll be insecure in that way, right? I'll have this for I'll be like, oh, like do you feel anything? Or I'll be like, oh, just like reluctant to try it even. Like sometimes I didn't even want to try a position because I'm scared that like it won't work and then I'll just be there all sad. Like, those are real things, but you have to have someone that'll make you not feel like crazy for that. And it's super supportive because one of the worst feelings is trying new things or like just navigating your own feelings and then having a partner that's just not receptive or makes you feel crazy or makes you feel like bruh, like just do it or like what I mean, just makes you feel like less than for having dysphoria because trust me, I know dysphoria is a real thing. And like to take your just no prosthetic, no nothing, and just try, it's different. Like even me as a trans man, right? Like female man. I will describe that term later. I call myself a female man, trans man, whatever. But we're kind of taught from the get go that, oh, you need to buy this, buy that to add on to yourself, buy this to add on to yourself. It's never about just using what you have necessarily. Like literally, I started transitioning and there were so many things thrown at me that I had to buy. You need to buy a packer, you need to buy this prosthetic, you need to buy this, you need to buy that. Instead of just like enjoying what you have and making that work and connecting with yourself and others in that way. So, but I do get it though, because sometimes a lot of trans people, not every person wants to even use their natal bits. Sometimes your dysphoria might be so crippling that you don't even want to experiment with your bottom growth and be vulnerable in that way. So I understand that. And I may be super privileged to even have a partner that I can experiment with, that I feel comfortable with, and be in this position where I'm medically transitioned. I'm on hormones. I have top surgery. I have, hysterectomies. I have all these things. I have my eggs frozen. I have all these things, right? I have a long term partnership where we trust each other. So, I don't know everyone is going to have the same experiences as me, but, I just encourage you to try whatever capacity that might look like. Your experience with your partner or yourself might not look the same as me, and my partner in my relationship, and that's totally fine. Our journeys are supposed to be different, but if the shoe fits, then wear it. But again, let me know if whatever y'all do, maybe if it's different from me and you want to share what you got, I would love to know. Um, because yeah, this is essentially how we get the conversation going and how we try new things. Because I would have never tried that with my partner if I didn't find that on a Reddit thread, or someone was saying that they can use their bottom growth and they're able to penetrate that way. So yeah, let me know. Um, and it's only those two positions I think I have right now, like her being on top and then us kind of her on her back, kind of a scissor moment, kind of to the side, and just or even like she'll be on her back, I'll grab one of her legs, kind of get in between and just plant myself. But I haven't tried like from behind. I haven't tried from the side. Won't It doesn't work for me at least. Um, with what I have, I'm all touching my shit. I'm like, what can I do with this? But yeah, I'm blessed to have bottom growth. It's been real bottom growth. It's been real, but I do want to expand quite literally. Um, just have some more to work with. So yeah, this is what I have to offer. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I'm I'm just happy to be here. All right, but yeah, y'all. I will talk to you soon. Thank you again. See ya.